श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः।
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Shri Matre Namaha. We are very happy to announce the commencement of online Veda classes by Shri Raghu Ranganathan. Before we move further, let us understand what do Vedas teach and why should we learn Vedas. Definition of the Sanskrit word Ved is from the root word Vid, meaning to know. Vedic knowledge teaches us about right conduct and right living. It teaches us about the true nature of individual self and our relationship with family, society, environment, universe, and the ultimate reality called Brahman. During our lifetime, we continuously aspire to achieve the fourfold fruits of life, which are dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. Living a Vedic life with right conduct helps us attain these goals. Dharma is right conduct, and leading a dharmic life ordained by Vedas gives us the artha, that is the attainment of material wealth and prosperity, which in turn fulfills our individual needs and wants, which is nothing but kama, thereby getting the ultimate contentment leading to pure bliss and eternal joy, that is moksha. Now, what is contained in Vedas? When we mean Vedas, we collectively refer to the knowledge and content in the 4 Vedas and 6 Vedangas. The 4 Vedas are Rig, Yajur, Sama, and Atharva Veda. The 6 Vedangas are Shiksha, the science of pronunciation and articulation; Kalpa, the details of performing religious ceremonies; Vyakaranam, meaning the grammar; Chandas, meaning the meter relating to poetry; Jyotisha, which is astronomy; and Nirukti, which is explanation of difficult Vedic words and phrases. Now, moving further to the details of our classes, what branch of Vedas will we be learning? We will be focusing on teaching the Yajur Veda in our classes. Yajur Veda has 2 different schools, namely Krishna Yajur Veda and Shukla Yajur Veda. Krishna Yajur Veda has different branches. We will be learning one branch called Taittiriya Shakha. How do we learn the right way of chanting Vedas? The Vedas are vast, and one entire lifetime will not be sufficient to master it. Therefore, our philosophy should be to learn at least important portions from the Vedas, and more importantly, learn it in the right way. When I say we have to learn it in the right way, the word right is very subjective and may have different connotations. To make it easy for us, Taittiriya Upanishad provides us a framework for Vedic chanting. The science of pronunciation and articulation called Shiksha has 6 components: Varna, Swara, Matra, Balam, Sama, and Santana. Let us now look at the meanings of the 6 components now. Varna means letters or alphabets. Swara are musical intonations. Matra means the length of each letter or sound. Balam means stress given to the letter and words at the right places. Sama means the speed of chanting. And Santanaha means rules relating to combinations of letters and words. It is not necessary to know about the elaborate rules of the science of Vedic chanting theoretically. The traditional method of learning Vedas, which is learning by listening to the Guru's voice, ensures that the rules of Vedic chanting are all followed. This is why self-learning by reading out from the books is not recommended. Just like a person should not enter the ocean by simply learning all the techniques to swim by reading a book. Why is it important to chant them correctly? Vedic mantras are powerful mantras which are highly potent. The vibrations they create could be extremely beneficial to us if chanted correctly. However, if chanted wrongly, that is with wrong pronunciation of letters or incorrect swaras, the meaning could change and may not give the intended benefit. How to learn them correctly? The best way to learn is from a teacher who has learned Vedas in a Vedic Pathasala. Also, best results are achieved by hearing the sound through our ears and not by reading from a book. Vedas are rightfully called Shrutis, meaning that which is heard. The vibrations created by the correct Vedic sounds benefit not only us but everything around us in the environment. Any restrictions for learning Vedas? The teachings of Vedas are universally applicable. Everyone can benefit from it, and it is beyond boundaries of space and time. This is the reason why we do not ascribe any time to Vedic knowledge obtained from our sages through the medium of sound. Also, the spiritual knowledge of Vedas is beyond any regional or national borders. In the business context, Kaizen, or the process of continuous improvement, originated in Japan and predominantly was being practiced in Japan. But the world saw benefits out of it, and now it is being adopted by all institutions and businesses around the globe. Similarly, although Vedic way of life is predominantly followed by adherents of Hindu religion, its benefits can be obtained by all spiritual seekers irrespective of the religion or region they belong to. Another example would be yoga. Patanjali Yoga Sutra originated and was practiced for many centuries in India, but is now being followed by millions world over. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or the entire world is one family, is the concept of Vedic wisdom. What will be the format of our classes? Bhaskara Prakasha Ashram's Guru Parampara are all acclaimed Vedic scholars and have given a lot of importance to the Vedic chanting. Continuing their footsteps, the class will be in a traditional Veda Pathasala style where students will be learning by listening to the Vedic sounds and repeating many times and memorizing the Vedic portions taught. Now, some words about the teacher. Sri Raghuranganathan is a senior disciple of His Holiness Sri Vimarshanandanathendra Saraswati Swamigal, an exemplary Vedic scholar and a Sri Vidya exponent. He is the founder of Bhaskara Prakasha Ashram, Chennai. When he was only 7, Sri Raghuji was rigorously trained in the Vedas by his guru and grandfather in the traditional Gurukula style of learning. Sri Raghuji's consummate training both in the Vedas and the Sri Vidya tradition is a rare achievement in itself because of the vastness of each branch of learning. As a teacher, Raghuji balances a strict adherence to the perfect enunciation of the Vedic mantras with an enormous patience to cater to learners with varying abilities. His passion for teaching the Vedas and Sri Vidya texts is well known to many. The online Vedic classes by Sri Raghuji come at the behest of several eager and passionate requests made by scores of people who for several years now have watched his YouTube videos on teaching the Vedas, Sri Rudram, Chamakam, Suktams and the Upanishads. How do you register for the class? Please visit our website www.bhaskaraprakasha.org to register for these classes and to receive the online class link. The classes will be held every Sunday on a weekly basis. The first class will be this Sunday, December 20th at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time or 5:30 a.m. Pacific Time, that is 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We encourage everyone, particularly younger generation, to make use of this golden opportunity so our Vedic tradition is kept alive and passed on to the future generations. We dedicate these classes to the holy feet of our Gurus. Namaste.
Shanno mitrah sham varunah shanno bhavatvaryama shanna indro brihaspatih shanno vishnururukramah namo brahmane namaste vayo tvameva pratyaksham brahmasi tvameva pratyaksham brahma vadishyami ritam vadishyami satyam vadishyami tannamavatu tadvaktaramavatu avatu mam avatu vaktaram. Om Shanti 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 Siksham Vyakhyāsyāmah Varnasvarah Matrabalam Samasantanah Ityukta Shikshadhyayah.